Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Lynn, and this is Passionate Heart Tarot. So today we're gonna focus on who is coming into your life next. I look at this energy as romantic, and we're gonna focus on the timing as over the next month. It could be spirit showing us into your next relationship, next connection. You might be single watching this. You might be in a relationship watching this. That's completely up to you. It's an all signs video. So I'll have your signs time stamped below. They're going to be in like 3 places now. Pinned in the comments, in the description, and then also like automatic chapters from YouTube. Those will probably pop up. So feel free to watch for your sun, moon, and rising signs if you're looking for more messages from spirit. Okay, so I think that's about all that I have to say. Okay, you guys, let's jump right in. We're going to start out with Taurus's reading. But before I begin, just want to take a moment to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. Okay, my beautiful Taurus, who is coming into your life? So there's already some strong energies coming through Cancer, Leo, and Sagittarius. I wonder if any of you are cross-watching Taurus is reading, if you're one of those signs cross-watching, or if it's your own moon or rising sign, Taurus, or this could be the person coming your way. They could end up being a Sagittarius, Leo, or a Cancer. Well, I feel like this person looks kind of unavailable to me. And don't think I'm trying to give you guys a bad reading, because this could be just spirit letting you know about someone coming your way that you may want to think twice about investing your time with this person, like your time into this person, especially if you are available and you're ready for love, you're looking for love. There's something about this person's energy that feels stunted to me. And even with the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy, it's funny that they're coming your way, but the timing feels so off. I think that you might find that you're just ready for things that this person is not ready for. So if you feel like you're already in a pattern of meeting like unavailable people, this person could be coming in to help you break a cycle. They're not coming in as a punishment, but maybe there's something, you'll see something within this person's energy. It almost feels like it's a lesson in the form of this person. The Chariot and the Knight of Wands shows me a lot about this person's drive and motivation. They just come across as someone who, when they don't know what to do, they don't do anything. They come across as someone, when I look at them through your eyes, Taurus, I think you might even call this person lazy. I think you might even call them unmotivated. It's just that it feels like they have personal issues, and those personal issues, it's like this person hasn't it's like they have no drive. It's like they have no spark. So don't let them confuse you. Don't let their lack of motivation confuse you for something that you could be doing wrong. Because it really is this person. They look like they're just completely in a rut. They look like they're completely stuck. And it's like, I think they're still figuring out who they are, even what they want to do career-wise. The thing that's tricky about this person is like, you can't tell them anything now. Because it feels like even if you try to give them constructive criticism or what you feel is sound advice based on your own experiences, it feels like this person's pride is easily bruised. So I feel like I see someone that's insecure coming in. Now, that doesn't mean that it will be the only person that comes towards you, but I feel like when I look into this person's energy, there's a lot of red flags about how stunted they are, how stuck they are, how unavailable they are, and how really it doesn't look like anything is going to move forward with them. So I feel like the best thing for you to do, I mean, it's easy for me to say, but I would strongly consider that you skip right on over this person and do not waste too much of your time on someone that's unavailable. So I'm going to skip right over them right now and see who else is coming into your life, because, you know, maybe you guys are dating around, getting to know different people. When I tap into that person's energy, I don't even want to stay in their energy too long. Let's see who else is coming in. Ah, much better. Oh, so much better. Okay, so it's crazy. Okay, wow, this is interesting, because now I have to ask, are you guys ready? Like, I don't mean to sound judgmental when I say that, but the Wheel of Fortune is coming through again in reverse. For it to come through in both spreads, it almost feels like someone, and I see that the last person was very unavailable, and I don't mean this from a place of criticism. Are you guys ready to receive love? Are you ready for it? Because with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower coming in, the Tower is the overall energy. So it's crazy that something gets built up so much, and then it just feels like it's either sabotaged or it kind of falls apart. Pisces energy has come through. I feel like Pisces energy came through in both spreads, if I didn't mention it last time. It could even be a Pisces coming towards you. See, the reading starts out so good though, like Three of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Empress. So it's like you have someone coming your way now that looks completely ready for love and marriage and available and really looking to embrace the next step in their life and in their love life. Someone who's ready for a true partnership and coming across as really mature, marriage material, parent material. So I feel like this person really is the complete package. And they are very expressive and loving. I feel like this person is a hopeless romantic, and they come across as someone who falls in love really fast, and they fall in love hard, and they give their all. So that's a beautiful thing. But then why is this Wheel of Fortune in reverse and then the Tower is in reverse? See, some of you just may feel that that person is not the right one for you. Although when I look at the qualities they bring to the table, like I guess on paper, it's everything that someone could want if they're looking for a partner, love, and maybe potential for marriage, because that's the vibe that this person is bringing in. So it's like if you want that, then you'll embrace it. But maybe some of you here feel like you're not ready for everything that this person is ready for. So it's almost like Goldilocks trying to find the perfect person. The first one feels like a no. The second one feels like, okay, well, they have many things on paper, but for some reason, I don't see you moving forward with that person, Taurus. It's almost like you look at them and feel like, I'm not ready for the things that they're ready for. And then with the Tower coming through, I think that you're going to cut things off with them. I think you'll explore it for a little bit and then ultimately decide that it's not something that you want to pursue. It feels with that kind of vibe. And when I see that, like, marriage and kids, is they have like babies on the brain and everything. So for some of you, it just may not be a match. You may feel like this person is not in alignment with what you're ready for. And therefore, it feels like you'll cut this person out and keep looking, trying to find your path. See, you know what it feels like is happening for you, Taurus? Is you could be dating around, because I'm looking into different people coming in, and it feels like when I look at one, you're gonna decide no. When I look at the other, you'll explore it for a little bit, but you decide no. This is you finding clarity on what you're actually really looking for in a partner. So normally I just do one spread per sign, but since I feel so drawn to keep looking, I know that you guys may be in that energy of feeling drawn to keep searching for who you feel is ideal. So in the month ahead, for those of you that are dating, I see you being picky and choosy, and definitely not staying in a connection or talking to someone or giving your time and energy if you feel like it's not right. Feels like you'll cut it off and keep it pushing, and you keep it moving. And I can already see you doing that twice. So that's what the vibe is like around you. Now, um, if you're in a relationship watching this for who's coming towards you, I just question, no judgments, but I do wonder why. And I don't mean that from a judgy place. It just makes me more curious than anything. Um, because even if you're in a connection now watching for who's coming towards you, you're going to be exploring other connections. Okay, now let's keep looking, because I want to see, is third time a charm? Let's see into another person coming your way, because that's really what the vibe is like. It feels like you guys are going to be looking at your romantic options and not settling. You're not going to settle. Okay, let's see who else is coming towards you. So very strong Leo energy is coming through in this spread, as well as Libras. This person could indeed be Libra or a Leo, or that could be cross watchers here, or maybe your own moon or rising signs. Leo's energy is really strong. Then those initials are coming through, Taurus, B and J. That could be your name or end up being this person's name, initials to their name. So this one comes across as very reserved and highly intelligent. The strong silent type for sure. This person is very analytical. They look very educated to me, and they're certainly not an open book by any means. They actually look like someone that's quite busy and doesn't have any time to waste on anything either. So if you're someone who really values your time, I feel like this person is in the exact same energy. When I look into this person's vibe, especially like when I put myself in your shoes and look at them, Taurus, I think you like their leadership qualities and their strength. Because this is definitely a person that comes across as introverted and very independent. They come across even as a loner, but that doesn't mean that they like lack social skills or anything like that. They just come across as someone that they take a while to open up. They do. But then I feel like you're drawn to this person's mystery. So it felt like the second person that came through was too much like an open book, and you may even feel like they're a little puppy that's fawning all over you. And this person has a completely different vibe, a very like serious vibe. I think you're going to have deep intellectual conversations with this person. I think they're going to tell you about even their spiritual beliefs or their religious beliefs. It's a person that's highly intelligent, but they're also open minded, because not only are they book smart, they come across as someone who's not afraid to explore things like pseudoscience, maybe even tarot, things like the paranormal. So it's a very well-rounded, and just the vibe that I get completely from this person is they are a true intellect. And I think you're going to enjoy the time that you spend with them. I think you're going to look forward to the time that you spend with them, and even feel like you learn a lot from them in the time that you spend together. Because for whatever reason, this person really comes across as a strong leader. And then it kind of feels like you let them take the lead. You kind of like the control that they assert over things. This person comes across as very organized. So I think that you will like leaving things in their hands, feel like it's safe enough to leave things in their hands. Some of you are going to be happy to get a person in your life that feels more alpha and feels more like a leader, especially if you feel like you want to play a certain role and you don't want to be the one that's the leader. If you are looking for maybe a more masculine person, that's how their vibe comes across. It's funny because even if they're a woman, their energy is masculine. Now, that has nothing to do with looks, features. It's just the way that they carry themselves. The Ten of Wands is coming through in this person's energy. When I see the Ten of Wands, it represents the end of a difficult or like strenuous or burdensome chapter, and maybe even a chapter that felt like it had a lot of baggage. So I feel like with this person, the time that you spend with them is even going to help you put things into perspective that you haven't before, Taurus. I feel like this person is a catalyst for you to move forward, a catalyst for your growth. Certainly, it just feels like being in their presence is so enlightening. So I look at you and I feel like you look up to this person. You admire this person. You admire their strength and their intelligence. And that doesn't mean that it's taking anything away from you to do that. I think that this person is coming into your life to help you put things into perspective, because they can even open your eyes and help you look back at a situation differently. See, the point of this Ten of Wands showing up is letting you know that burdens and stress when it comes to love are going to be relieved in this connection. Because even though they come across as reserved and even a bit private, there's something that's alluring about that. It's not like you're going to feel this person is shady or keeping secrets from you. No, I can see the way that you feel they're sophisticated and you look up to them. So lots of different energies coming through. It just feels like in the month ahead, those of you that are dating around are definitely going to be dating around and exploring your options. Because I don't see this person even being the one that you have a long-term relationship with. I don't see this person resulting in a long-term relationship. And, for some of you, that could be a bummer if you are looking for someone to settle down with and have a long-term relationship with. But it just feels like this is not the one either. So over the next month, I don't see the one coming in like your forever person. I see you having dating experiences, exploring different connections, getting to know different people, and you getting a better idea of what you truly want in a partner based on experiencing different personalities. That's what it's like. Different personalities, different love languages. I think you're going to figure out what you want by gaining experience and dating around. Okay, Taurus, I hope that the readings are helpful for you, and I hope that it's not too much of a bummer for me to tell you that I don't see any of these people being the one. But maybe you guys are just in a phase or in a time in your life, I should say, where you're getting to know yourself more. and you're more open to getting to know different people so you can figure out who is right for you and what you really want. Because that's what the month ahead looks like for those of you that will be open to dating and getting to know different people. And it feels like this connection is very valuable because of the way that this person is a catalyst for your growth. So I know that you're going to learn a lot from them. And there will even be things that you take away from the connection with this person that you later apply to your life. Could even be things that they teach you. Like I could see the way that they're very book smart and even like into pseudoscience and things like that. So it feels like they could put you on to things that you didn't know about before, but now are new interests of yours. Even things, different foods, activities. This person feels like they have a lot to teach you, and you're going to take from that as you move on in your life. And I think that you'll look back later on at the connection with this person and see how you still benefit from it. Okay, so I that's what I can see going on, Taurus. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed the readings. I love you so much. All right, my beautiful Geminis. Who is coming into your life? Let's see what your messages are. Okay, so, this person looks like they could be argumentative. The initials B and J are coming through. Is that your initials? Are those yours? Are those your initials, I should say, Gemini? Or is it this person's name, perhaps, or their initials? It could be. Pisces energy is here, you guys. So the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords combined shows me someone that looks like they make things more difficult than it needs to be. So I wonder if this triggers you to think about someone that you already know, or is this a new person coming in? Because if it doesn't make you think of anyone, then it's a new person. But I feel like they bring a lot of tricky energy because with the Knight of Cups, you're going to see like two different sides to this person. You're going to see how soft and quiet they can be, how demure and romantic, and how loving they can be. But this person, don't be fooled because they also have a very feisty side. Yes, they are very loving and very emotional, and it feels like they'll express that freely because that's what a King of Cups will do. But then when the King of Cups is in reverse, I know that this person has a tendency to go all emotion and they like check logic at the door. At times, this person does not have a balance of their intellect and emotion. So I feel like they can be very sensitive, but then it's not like they just keep it all inside because this person, like I said, has two sides to them and they can get really feisty. That Knight of Swords, I think you could be taken aback when you see that this person has it in them to be so, like, I feel like they have a temper. I do. I feel like they have a temper and I feel like they have a tendency to be really open and expressive one minute and then they shut down the next minute and become very reserved and mysterious and quiet. So, yeah, their energy feels a bit all over the place. It feels like it's highs and lows for sure. Be careful with this one, Gemini. Just because of the way I see they can be super romantic and loving and considerate, but then it feels like they can turn on a dime. So don't get caught up in a cycle with this one of they show you their temper and they say crazy things to you and then they apologize and they come bearing gifts and they're super sweet and romantic only to lose their temper all over again. So I wonder why you would be shown this from spirit. Don't think these readings are ever meant to just give you a bad reading or hurt you. No, warnings come through in order to help someone. That's the only reason they come through, because these messages only come from a place of love and light intended to help. So the fact that we're seeing into someone's energy where one minute they're super loving and then the next, like, they're throwing a fit, and this Knight of Swords will throw a fit. I mean, it can be very volatile. Look at the anger on their face, and you know what they do? They fight with their words. This person is not necessarily like physically violent, but it feels like they can say some really mean and nasty things that cut deep and hurt. And then they turn around and they're super sweet. So I would say to be careful with this one, especially if you know that. Do you tend to be more forgiving? This is not someone that you should just accept their apology, because when they show you that temper for the first time, they're showing you their true colors. Don't let them lie to you and say, "Oh, I'm not normally like this, blah blah blah." No. When this person shows you that side that could be really aggressive or intimidating, or even if they just say mean and cruel things, believe it, even if it's not directed towards you, because some of you could see the way that this person is super sweet and loving with you, but then you see the way that they treat someone else, and it could be very jarring and shocking, because it's like they have two different sides. You could say this person is like a Jekyll and Hyde. You could say that because I can see they just come across as like one minute they're yelling and then the next minute they're calm, like nothing happened. That's not normal. So why would you get a reading like this? I feel it's to give you a heads up about someone's true colors. And moreover, when you see those true colors, to believe it. And don't let this person get you wrapped up in a cycle, Gemini, where they flip blame onto you and they shut down. Because it feels like they're bringing a vibe that could leave your head spinning. It's very manipulative in a sense, because I can see where they lose their temper. They ask you for forgiveness. And if you don't want to forgive them right away, then they do like the silent treatment thing. So I feel like you have to be careful for whoever this is. Now, since that one wasn't the greatest energy to tap into, let's look even further and see who else is coming towards you. Because I don't want you to feel like you're just stuck with someone like that coming into your life. Let's see what else Spirit shows us. Sagittarius, Leo, and Taurus's energy is all here, as well as Libra. So you guys could be cross watchers watching Gemini's reading, or maybe it's your own moon or rising sign, Gemini, or this could be who's coming towards you. It's definitely someone that is very good looking. I mean, super attractive, striking. When you look at this person, I think you're going to look at them and feel like they're absolutely flawless. I mean, there's a true sense of this person's good looks. The sun is coming through, but the thing about that energy is the sun is coming through in reverse. That says a lot about how others see them and the way that they see themselves. Because I feel like this person almost has like a distorted view of their own looks. So they don't have the highest self-esteem. But that doesn't mean that they're a bad person or that they're going to be bringing any kind of energy like that first person that I could see into your life. No, this is a person that maybe they, even because of religious factors, they were taught that they have to be super humble. It's crazy that they are so attractive. They're like a light in this world, yet they're totally, it's almost like they try to hide it, or they don't see it for themselves, or they don't accept it. They could even do things like really dress down or try to make themselves really plain. But like, no matter what this person wears, I mean, they're just very, very beautiful. There's something about this person that truly values like being humble. They do come across as someone that's very religious with that Hierophant there, and especially with the Temperance card, because even like the third eye is open in the Angels energy. So you may even get someone that, and I don't want to say this to come across as insulting, but maybe they haven't really been outside of their own town. They may not even be truly exposed to some of the things that you're exposed to. That's how they come across. Maybe they even I don't think they've done a lot of traveling. I don't think they've been a lot of places. It looks like this person could like be from a really small town and like they were just born and raised there, even like with strict parents, strict religious influence in their life, strict spiritual beliefs, because there's something about them that feels like they try to conform and they try to hide, but like there's no hiding and conforming, because this person, like, they stick out like a sore thumb. This person is so striking, but I can see the way that they like they're it's like they try to make themselves small, like to not stick out and to try to fit in, but they don't fit in. It's almost like they just don't have a lot of life experiences and even like love experiences. So you're getting someone that I feel is very shy and even reserved. But for some of you, it feels like this person is the complete opposite of you. You know, if you're like in Manhattan or something and this person is like in a small little town somewhere and they've never really like traveled or left their town, and like their whole family lives there. So you guys will definitely, if you resonate with that energy, you'll definitely have different experiences, different life experiences. It just feels like one's lifestyle is completely jarring to the other one. And that goes in both directions, because if you're someone that's like a city person, you know, you grew up with a lot of diversity, and this person is like in a town and there's not much diversity that's there, you can look at their lifestyle as jarring and vice versa. So it feels like you guys are going to meet someone that's opposite, that's your opposite. But that doesn't mean that there's not potential there, because it feels like you guys are opposites, but those opposites attract. And when you look at this person, you feel like, I mean, super attracted to them right off the bat because of how good looking they are. And at the same time, how reserved and shy and humble they can be. But it feels like it's a soft spoken person. I think that their whole vibe is just like very peaceful and quiet. They enjoy the little things in life. I think this person definitely enjoys being around their family. They adore being around kids. It's someone that enjoys nature. It even feels like they come from like either southern United States. It feels like this person has never even seen snow before, because it feels like wherever they are, it's just constantly warm. So this could even be spirit showing us into someone who's from the South, or maybe even from the Caribbean, maybe even from a small island. That's what I can see. It just feels like there's obstacles between the two of you because of the differences in your experiences and lifestyles. But don't think that that's going to be something that divides the two of you. No, because when you see temperance and the Hierophant coming through at all in this person's energy, it's letting you know that there's potential for a long-term, successful commitment. And even the Hierophant represents so many things, and one of them is marriage and commitment, holy matrimony. Some of you, I think you're going to like the role that you'll play in this person's life of showing them a lot of things and teaching them a lot of things that they didn't know about. For someone here, it could even be like you guys are completely like foreign. They may not even speak as much of the same language as you, because there's definitely a vibe of them being from like a place that's foreign to you. That's the best way to describe it. But I will say that I think you're going to feel like their beauty is unmatched. I think you're going to feel like this person is beautiful from the inside out, and there is definitely long-term potential. So while that first person looks very problematic, this one looks like complete opposite in a lot of ways because of the ways that they are so like humble and reserved, yet like they're going to bring a lot of peace and positive energy into your life. You'll have differences, your opposites, but it looks like those opposites attract in a major way. And I think you guys are even going to be surprised that like your person, it could even be someone that you never pictured yourself being with. Like I said, because I wonder if you've ever even thought about dating someone that's from a different country, or because that's what the vibe is like. Or if you thought that you're only going to find someone in the city that you live in, this person feels like it's none of those things, and you're pleasantly surprised how they are bringing everything that you need and everything that you were looking for in a person, because they're bringing the energy of justice in for you. So that lets you know that you're going to feel like you're getting what you deserve out of the connection. Okay, Gemini. Wow, that's very interesting reading, but that is what's going on. Those are the two people that I can see coming in. All right, I love you so much. All right, my beautiful Cancers. Let's see who is coming into your life. Let's see what your messages are. Okay, well, there's no getting around the vibe that this person is bringing. Seeing the Two of Cups come through with the Wheel of Fortune, this is the one. This is the one, Cancer. If you've been wanting to meet the one or reunite with the one or just unite with the one, you know, whoever you feel is your person deep down within your heart and soul, that's who's coming towards you. I can see Pisces energy is here. It could be a Pisces, or those could be cross watchers watching your reading, or those could be your own moon or rising sign. So the person who's coming your way, this is divine timing, this is destiny, this is fate, this is no coincidence. Because those Two of Cups represent kindred spirits, soulmates, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. I don't get too touchy about what you call it. I just know that the dynamic between those two people is we belong together. We're destined to be together. And even if it's the first time you're meeting them, you're going to feel so comfortable around this person, like you've just known them forever. You'll click and there will be a definite ease to this connection. So you have, I mean, this is your match. There's a few hiccups though. I mean, with the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. This person doesn't look like they have the freedom. It almost looks like they can't always talk. For someone here, I will say this. Are you thinking of someone that's in prison? Are you thinking of someone and you already feel like this person is the love of your life, but for whatever reason they're in prison? Like with the kind of restrictions that I can see around this person, especially with the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse, like communication, it feels like I'm imprisoned and I can't talk to them the way that I want to talk to them. So if you feel like you resonate with that energy, this could be spirit letting you know that the two of you do belong together. But this is just an affirmation to someone from spirit. Like if you're thinking about those circumstances, that's the person that I can see as being the one for you. It could even be spirit letting you know that they're about to come towards you. Maybe even be granted their freedom. See, and even the Hanged Man is their overall energy. Okay, so other messages that I'm picking up on is the way that this person kind of puts a lot of things ahead of their love life, like their responsibilities, their family, things like that, family members. It looks like they make sacrifices. This person is like they're a sacrificer, if that makes sense. That's what their overall vibe is like. So even though the two of you belong together, I can still see those like few hiccups between the two of you where there's times where because they're making sacrifices, that's why they're in that energy of being stuck and like they can't move forward, or there may be things that, you know, time you want to spend with this person that they're not available. I know that the time is right for the connection, and when this person comes in, the two of you are meant to move forward. What I feel is important for you to know, Cancer, is the way that you guys will really have to put in effort to get your schedules right when it comes to spending time with each other. But moreover, you expressing to this person what you need as far as your love language and the kind of time you want to spend with someone, because it just feels like their time is very limited. So right off the bat, it's going to be important for the two of you to be upfront about uh, what you need, and moreover, like their availability. It just feels like this person is not always available. But that doesn't mean that doesn't take away anything from the fate and the dynamic. Because I know when the two of you are together, you're going to block out the whole world and you're going to feel like you're the only two people in the whole entire world. Like when you are together, you are loving each other and giving one another your undivided attention. You're going to laugh harder than you ever laughed. You're going to fall deeper than you've ever felt with anyone. And I think the two of you are going to look at each other, cherish each other, and feel incredibly lucky. It just feels like this person is almost, are they under contract? Because it just feels like they are bound by certain restrictions. So they could even be someone that's like under contract, or maybe even someone that is deployed. Maybe they serve in like the military, and that's why they come across as like they're under contract. That could be the case for some of you here. For others of you, it could even have to do with this person and they're being very talented. They could even be like a performer. They could do a lot of traveling, and they may not always be in one place for a long period of time. And that could be why they come across as like almost under control. And now for others of you here, this person, that element doesn't change of them being restricted and not always able to talk, not always able to take calls. And I can pick up on maybe someone who has obligations and made a commitment elsewhere, could even be in a relationship. But some of you watching will already know that that's the case, because some of you could feel like your person is your person and they could be with someone else right now. And like I said, there's no judgments. I'll just tell you what the energy is like. Some of you already know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know that the love of your life could be with someone else right now because of different circumstances, commitments, obligations, sacrifices that they have to make. And for others of you here, honestly, this person could even be really controlled by their parents. I'm not implying that they're a child by any means. This person could be like in their early 20s, but still like live at home. But you guys are in love with each other, you fall in love with each other, but they still maybe have strict parents or strict religious factors at play. Because, you know, in some cultures, uh, some people stay home for a long time. I know, like in the Indian culture, the girls like usually live with their family. And even in like certain other Asian cultures, the girls like usually live with their parents, even though they're of age and could like go get their own apartment and things like that. They tend to live at home. Of course, that's not for everyone, but I'm picking up on like an Asian culture, and because of that, they may feel bound to abide by like ways, traditions, I should say. They may feel bound to abide by family traditions. And that's what kind of keeps them in this little box and not always able to talk or communicate. You guys could even be of different cultural backgrounds, and that could be something from their side that's a little bit touchy. So, like I said, this is someone that the two of you belong together and you're going to be together because it's destiny, and nothing is going to stop destiny when it comes to this connection. It just feels like there's obstacles in the way as far as you guys being able to spend time together or talk. But don't think that that's going to be something that destroys the connection by any means. You know what? It just makes the time that you spend together all the more special because this is the one. This is the person that I feel once you are together, once you meet them, you're going to know right away that they're the one, and you're never going to let each other go. You'll never let each other go. It just feels like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, Cancer, and tell you that, oh, you come together and it's just smooth sailing and you ride off into the sunset. No, you come together, you fall deeply and madly in love, but then it's like life is in the way and you guys have to figure out how you're going to truly make it work so you can end up together. It just feels like there's obstacles in the way when it comes to figuring how this is all going to play out. But what you need to know is that this connection is destined. And I know you will figure it out. And don't think it's going to take like forever until you guys like can figure out how we're going to work this connection out, because you will. You definitely will. I just know that everything is going to fall into place. I know it's really easy for me to just sit here and tell you that, but that is the truth about it. Okay, Cancer, that is what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed the readings. Okay, my beautiful Leos, let's see who is coming into your life. Let's see what your messages are. Leo, I have to give you some warnings about this person's vibe because it's so emotional. Cup after cup after cup, 7 of cups, 10 of cups, Knight of cups in reverse. And their overall energy is the 7 of wands and the Fool in reverse. This is someone that I think you can get caught up in a cycle with them. You can get caught up in like a kind of game with this person. And don't think I'm implying that you guys are like naive. No. But there's something about this person's energy where the more you show them that you care about them, the more you check in on them and inquire about like how they're doing from day to day, like the more affection and attention you show this person, they're so unavailable because like it just pushes them away, which is crazy. And then they're coming through as the Fool in reverse. I can see that they're very unavailable. And there's a lot of fear that this person has and hesitancy around opening up their heart and taking a chance. This person, you have to be careful with the ways that they put walls up around them. But then see what happens is you keep trying to go above and beyond and scale the walls. So who is this person? Is this someone that you already know? And is this spirit telling you or confirming something for you that maybe you already suspected but didn't know like how to put it into words, that this person is unavailable? Because you know, if you're showing someone love, affection, attention, and it's genuine and sincere, that shouldn't push them away. But for whatever reason, it's like when this person starts to feel like they're forming an attachment to someone and they start to get emotional, they really like shut it down. I can see where you develop strong feelings for this person and you're thinking about them all the time. And you know what's funny about this dynamic is the more they put walls up, the more you want to try. And don't think I'm saying that you guys are like desperate or anything rude like that. No, that's just what the dynamic is like. For whatever reason, when this person pushes you away or keeps you at arm's length, you are more drawn to them. Do you look at it as a challenge? Some of you could. And I know that you could really be blinded by your emotions when it comes to this person because like I said, cup after cup after cup shows me that you could really have it bad for this person, Leo, and you're crushing really hard and falling for someone that is just not in the same space as you as far as being available. This person comes across as so unavailable and you can go above and beyond and try to pull out all the stops, pull out all your tricks, Leo, and really bring your A game to attract this person towards you. But it's crazy that the more you do those things, the further away you push them. So I think you have to be careful to not, I think you have to be careful with this one. Because you have to remember what you deserve to receive back. And it just feels like this is very lopsided with you are giving, 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 giving. And the more you give, the more you get pushed away. So that's definitely not fair for you. Some of you, you know, this is what's coming through to you from spirit. Some of you will recognize these things right away and cut this off, even though I can see it's a disappointment because I think you look at this person and feel like there's so much potential. So you keep holding on for that potential to come to fruition, but it's not going to. You know, I don't mean to be so frank, but don't waste your time on someone that is really just taking from you and hurting you. And then you may feel like you're on a hamster wheel with this person where you keep trying to step up and prove yourself to them. It is not you, Leo. It is them. And this person comes across as very unavailable. So that's one person that I can see coming your way. But with vibes like that, I need to see who else is coming in. You know what's funny, you guys, is just about for every reading that I've done so far, normally I just do one spread to see who's coming towards you, but I've been drawn to keep looking further and further. Like if I get a message that is complicated and has baggage, like the one that I could see for you, I keep pulling more spreads for other signs. And since that vibe is continuing throughout the reading, it just feels like for those of you that maybe are single or maybe unsatisfied where you are and that's why you're wondering who's coming towards you, it feels like the vibe in love is I'm not gonna settle. That's what it's like. Okay, let's look and see who else is coming in for you, Leo. So Sagittarius and Virgo's energy has come through. It could be a Sagittarius or a Virgo that's getting ready to come into your life or your own moon or rising signs, or there could be cross watchers here. I think that this person, the vibe is going to be really good with them because when you're around them, you're going to feel like your mind is at ease and you're going to feel like you get their undivided attention. I think you're going to see that like there's no one else in the picture. And I can see you centering on this person and focusing on this person and even looking at them, Leo, as the one that I really want to get to know. I don't want to talk to anyone else. I don't want to invest my time in anyone else. I want to give my time and attention to this person. This is the overall energy. I think they're going to bring a lot of peace into your peace of mind into your life and also kind of restore the broken faith that you have about love or like the broken trust when you have when it comes to love. I think you're going to feel like this person is completely different. I see you being very comfortable with them. The two of you are going to have really long and in-depth, deep conversations about the past, about the present, about the future, about God, about just about every subject. The Hermit is coming through in this person's energy. Lets me know that they're a great listener. It also lets me know that they're like a teacher in a sense. They literally could be a teacher, or it just has to do with the way that they're a guide for you. So there's a lot of valuable advice that you'll get from this person. I think that you're going to bond over long conversations, deep conversations, where you feel like you're not being judged and you can just really say what it is that you want to say and be who you truly are. And they're the same way with you. This person is very intelligent, but also very spiritually and emotionally intelligent. So with the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords coming through, that's why I'm talking about the words and the conversations, because that's what those swords represents. And then when you see the 10, it's letting you know that through this connection, you're going to feel like a painful cycle in your love life has come to an end. Because of the way you have so much peace of mind and you feel like you don't need to be on guard. You feel like you can be vulnerable. I just love the way the two of you can talk about anything and everything and you just bond. You might even find that you're telling this person about certain books that you like and they start reading those books, or you guys even read passages from books to each other. It just feels like it's a very intellectual person, a very intellectual like romance even, where the two of you bond over your conversations and how intelligent you both are. This person respects your mind and you respect their mind. I think you're also going to like the way this person is very unique. It feels like they're well traveled. It feels like they're definitely into different cultures. Like they adore diversity, different foods. I think that they'll adopt a little bit from like their travels, their experiences, the different cultures that they're aware of. You might even find it in the way that this person decorates their home or even in the clothes that they wear. They come across as unique in a sense. As far as the way that they dress, they have their own little like twist on things. They have their own little quirks, which I think you're going to find very attractive. This is not like a cookie cutter kind of person that just like follows trends. This person is not a follower. This person is a leader. They're like a guide spiritually. So I know that there's a lot that you'll learn from them. And I also know that they have a lot of people that look up to them. This person is also very energetic, and I think they're gonna bring out the best in you as far as your ambition, drive, and motivation. Because this person truly is a go-getter. Not only are they like very energetic as far as like exercise and maybe even being more on the athletic side. You know, it's definitely not a couch potato kind of person. It's a very active person. They lead a very active lifestyle. But then I feel like all of that crosses over into them being very ambitious. So you're getting someone that seems very active, someone that really has their head on straight, Leo. Even to the point where they have other people that look to them for guidance, direction. This person brings easiness and peace of mind back into your life. So through this connection, there's going to be a lot of healing that you do, even just through conversations, like I said. But this is spirit letting you know that this connection, it is the beginning of a new chapter for you. A new chapter where like the hurt and pain from the past is truly left in the past, and you feel healed and you feel like you can embrace a new chapter completely. So you're gonna be very close to this person, because I can already see where right away, with the way that they treat you, the way that they talk to you, you're gonna be put at ease. So much to the point where you don't need anyone else on the side. And I don't mean to sound like mean in any way, but you know how like if one connection is not everything you want, especially if you're single, you could keep other people's numbers in your phone. You can remain in contact with other people. Just because you're looking to fill different things, maybe that one person's not providing that you feel another one can. Well, that's not the case with this person. When it comes to this connection, Leo, all those like random people that could be like in your DMs or numbers that you're keeping that you've been holding on to, you cut it off. And you're just so focused on this person. There's an attraction there that it doesn't come from the physical side of things. Of course, that's a factor, but the attraction and the bond that you form with this person has to do with the conversations, intellectual attraction, spiritual attraction. Okay, my beautiful Leos. So that's who I can see coming in. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I love you so much, Leo. All right, my beautiful Virgos. Who is coming into your life? Let's see what Spirit shows us. So Capricorn and Taurus's energy has come through, as well as Leo's and Sagittarius. So this could be who's coming towards you, one of those signs, Virgo. Or maybe those are your own moon or rising signs. Or there could even just be cross watchers here watching your reading. The Hierophant as this person's overall energy, which is very interesting when you see the devil and the Hierophant together, because it almost feels like this person could be breaking free from any religious beliefs that they were taught. Maybe this person was even like growing up, like they had strict religious parents. And now it feels like since they're an adult, they choose to embrace other beliefs in life. It's like they don't want anything that's controlling or feels like it's dogmatic. This person cannot subscribe to that. Like they can't. They come across as someone that does not want to be bound by dogmatic beliefs, even bound by like certain religious rules and factors and things like that. They are very free spirited, and it feels like it's because they were oppressed before. So now that they're not oppressed, they value their independence, they value their freedom, they value their right to choose. So that's what their vibe is like. Someone that does not impose restrictions on someone, or would never like want to be controlling or possessive, and certainly will not tolerate any vibe like that. So I think that's something that they really like. They bring that forth so much in their energy. So this person is going to be outspoken, and they're going to be very expressive about the things that they believe in, because it just feels like when I tap into their energy, they want to tell you all about the beliefs that they have, but it's ironic because it stems from them being oppressed. So now that they found their sense of independence, they are very vocal about it. I don't mean to contradict the message and imply like as if this person is going to be like oppressive towards someone about their beliefs. No, it's just what they believe in. That's just it. That's important for you to know. Judgment is coming through in their energy, which is very interesting to me because of the way that when I tap into what they've gone through before and how they value their independence and freedom to choose so much, they are also very headstrong because of it. Now, that doesn't mean that they won't tolerate other beliefs, but I think it's someone who will definitely, be very vocal and outspoken about what they believe in. Like this person is strong. This person, they can even be a little bit intimidating because of the way that they're outspoken and the way that they just have unwavering beliefs, which is it's almost like a contradiction to me. I'm trying to wrap my head around it because of the way that they were controlled at one point in time and now they don't want to be controlled. So hopefully you won't feel that when they express their beliefs that it comes across as controlling. Like hopefully you won't view them in that way. But for some of you here, why is it like a friendship vibe? I think that for some of you, you may decide to keep things in the friend zone with this person. And maybe like from what I'm describing to you and the way that it's difficult to like wrap my head around this person's energy, so to speak. Let me explain that to you. That has to do with maybe you being confused when it comes to them and maybe you like trying to like figure out who they are and maybe feeling like you can't get a good sense of who they are, which is crazy because this person is so headstrong. So it could just be things that you look at them and feel like is a contradiction. I think that with this person that I can see coming towards you, Virgo, you decide to kind of keep it in the friend zone with them. It could even be someone that you actually meet being in a certain group or maybe even like a certain place that you frequent. You could even meet this person in the gym. You could meet this person in like a certain group that you're involved with. Maybe even if you have activities or hobbies and you belong to like a club or a certain group, it feels like that's where this person will be and you'll meet them there. It just feels like I'm taken aback by the way that they are so headstrong. You might, I think that I just feel like when it comes to this person, you decide that some things you agree with. I think you're going to feel like when you're around them, it's very entertaining. I think you're going to feel like you do have fun when you're around this person and you don't want to do anything to jeopardize like that side of the connection. So this does not look like someone that you're going to decide to be in a long-term or even a committed relationship with them. It could be that you have someone coming towards you that you become really good friends with. So I know this is romantic energy, but for whatever reason, the person coming towards you that I can see, you spark a true friendship with them and you decide to keep this as a friendship. Obviously, there's exploring and wondering about what could be with them because if there wasn't that, you wouldn't decide that you're better off as friends. So I know that there's times when you'll test the water with this person, so to speak, but it just feels like maybe you feel like their views are too far left. Maybe this is even like a woke person and you feel like, I can't get with that whole woke vibe. That's what it's like. You may feel like you guys are in like different places as far as like your views on things. That's what their vibe is like. And it just feels that you're going to choose to let this person remain in your life as a friend because of where you agree on certain things. And I can just see where they bring a lot of fun even and laughter, but it doesn't look like you have that romantic spark with them. So what I can see is a connection coming your way. And what Spirit is showing us is you'll gain a friendship from it. You're going to gain a friendship from that one. Now let's see who else is coming towards you. Because it's like, you'll test the waters with that person. But you're going to decide that you don't, what I can see is you decide that they're not a romantic match for you. So, what's really funny, and I said this on Leo's reading, I never do more than one spread when I see who's coming towards you. But for whatever reason, I'm doing like spread after spread for just about every sign now, because it just feels like you guys are not in the energy of settling. So if you're single watching this, it just feels like the vibe around single people right now is I'm gonna keep looking until I feel like it's right. Or even if you're not single watching this, you're curious about who is coming into your life. Let's see who else, Virgo. So it feels like you guys are going to be in this vibe because the Five of Wands is the overall energy for who's coming towards you. And that shows me definitely you guys are going to be talking to different people, getting to know different people and dating around, because it's not like it's just one person that's coming your way. So it feels like in the month ahead, single Virgos, your social life is going to be very active. If you choose to embrace that energy, it could be very active for you. I also feel like this person is very headstrong, and it's also like another vibe of someone that is outspoken, not afraid to voice their opinion, not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. This person definitely comes across as a fighter and someone that's like not afraid to like go toe to toe with someone if they feel like they need to. So it's a person that is definitely extroverted, definitely has a strong sense of self, and I feel can come across as a bit judgmental. There's no getting around it. So I wonder why, Virgo, are you meeting such headstrong people? Because this person, I wonder if, like, for those of you that I could see, like, involved in a group, is this another person that's in that same group of people that you're choosing, like the same pool, so to speak? This is important because if you are dating from just like one particular pool, and I can see people coming towards you that are similar, it's like, would you consider expanding outside of that pool? Maybe going outside of your comfort zone? Or if you're, however you're choosing to date, Virgo, like what are your resources? Like, how are you meeting these people? Because if I can see two different people coming your way that look similar, I feel like it's a message to you from Spirit to maybe consider expanding where you're looking for someone. Just something to think about. Don't get me wrong, this person is not like the first one that I described to you, because even though they're firm in their beliefs, they have a very strong sense of self and like an unwavering opinion about things. It's not someone who, they pick their battles. I think that overall this person enjoys for things to be smooth around them. It's not someone that necessarily likes to create waves or looks for a fight, but if like it happens, they're going to stand up. They're going to stand up for what they believe in. But it's also a person that's not afraid to take constructive criticism. I can see where I think they've gone through a lot of changes recently, where maybe when it came to like feedback or someone else's opinion, they had a tendency to just shut down. This person has just recently, it feels, become available. And that has to do with emotionally too, Virgo, because I feel like this person has recently gone through a huge transition where they were easily pushed away before. Even if they had someone that was very affectionate towards them, expressed their interest, it feels like in the recent past, they were unavailable. And now they're in a whole different mindset. So, you know what's beautiful about that is you're getting someone now who's gone through a life lesson where they see, like, when you have an opportunity in front of you, you need to seize it. They have this whole new mindset of, I'm not going to push someone out of my life that's good for me. So this person is in this state of like really wanting to be open and receive love, which is good because you're meeting them at the right time. It feels like if you would have met this person like maybe even a few months ago, they would have come across as like very unavailable, even like a runner. But now they've had a huge realization, and maybe even like gone through a healthy amount of dating to find who they feel is right for them as well. Now they're in this space where they really know what they want, and they're open and they're receptive. And what they're looking for is something that's going to just transition from one phase to the next very smoothly. That's how this person is going to gauge how successful things are in the connection, is how easy it is, because they have this belief like love shouldn't be work. If it's meant to be, it should flow organically between us. So if you have that same philosophy when it comes to things, you two are definitely going to be on the same page. So they know who they are. They can be competitive. They are very headstrong, but you're also getting someone that now is ready to embrace love and ready for the next phase. I think they're tired of dating around. I think they're exhausted with dating around. I think that this person is ready for the next chapter in their life to begin. Did I mention that Libra's energy is here, you guys? If I'm repeating myself, sorry about that. It's coming through in this spread, so this could indeed be a Libra. Or you could be on the cusp of Libra, maybe your own moon or rising signs, but that's what's going on. So the second spread definitely looks a lot more easy, a lot more promising, because you may find that some of this person's like philosophies and outlook and values when it comes to a connection, maybe they align with your own right now. I can also see that this person enjoys traveling, and I think that they are definitely open to exploring different countries, new cultures. You know what's funny is it might even be a dream of this person's to travel to, I keep hearing and seeing like Tibet. So that could be like on their bucket list of places that they want to travel with you. There's even like a lot of energy of this person living around mountains, like being around mountains. And also maybe even enjoying like kayaking, boating, things like that. Person that definitely enjoys nature, outdoors, being outside. Okay, you guys, that's what I can see going on, Virgo. That is who's coming towards you. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. And okay, my beautiful Libras, let's see who is coming into your life. As I'm shuffling for you, Libra, the Knight of Cups is coming through. So that's a person that's definitely romantic and in the mindset of looking for love, open to love, wanting to embrace love in their life. They're actively looking for love right now. That's very interesting to me though, because is that Knight of Cups energy what this person hides? Because it's undeniable. The Knight of Cups is someone that is like very, I think that this person is going to be like difficult for you to read. So there's a lot to tell you about them because they come across as complicated, because I know that what they want is to find love. They're That's just what it is. They're looking for love. They're ready for love. This person is actually very sensitive and wants to give their heart to someone. But then it looks like, why do they act like that though? Because the Five of Swords coming through doesn't align with that Knight of Cups energy. The Knight of Cups energy is it feels like it's very romantic. It feels like it's very open. It feels like it's expressive. But this person has those qualities, but then I can also see where they have such an ego. And it feels like they let their ego get the best of them. And like that ego is the outer exterior that they show, maybe to not come across as soft or weak. They could be very masculine or macho or alpha, because the Five of Swords is just like, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Maybe some of you like that vibe. Maybe some of you like a person that comes across as like very strong and masculine, macho in a sense, but that whole macho vibe with this person, that Five of Swords is tricky, because it feels like with that Five of Swords energy, they can be petty and they can say things based on, in the moment wanting to win, not wanting anyone to get one up on them, so to speak. So this person is actually very sensitive. It feels like they hide it through like a macho kind of exterior or like a front. But I feel like once you get, like, if you can get past that, if they let you past that, what you'll see is this person's heart, because just about every other card in the spread is cups. Cups, 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 cups. The fact that the majority of these cards is cups, it lets you know that this person does have a big heart. They do have a beautiful heart. But for whatever reason, they're in this energy of needing to be one way on the outside and something totally different on the inside. Some of you, this is an ex, and you're probably already thinking of who this is. And if you already know who that ex is, they're getting ready to come towards you within the next month. And if this is an ex, don't think for everyone it is, but for those of you that resonate with this energy and you know exactly who this person is that I'm describing to you, when they come towards you in the next month, know that, like, they're going to come towards you. They're going to come looking for you, and know why. It's because they want to get back together with you. Do not be fooled, because I can see the way that this person will kind of test things with you and maybe even be nonchalant, try to play it cool. But what's going on with them is they feel like they can't let you go, and they want to prove who they are to you. They want you to feel like you can trust them, that you can rely on them, and like they're mature. Don't be fooled. This person cares so much about their reputation in your eyes and how you look at them and what you think of them. It means everything to them, and they're coming back because they can't get you off of their mind. So even if they try to approach you one way and act like it's casual and nonchalant, it is far from that. I can just see the front that they put up on the outside, and when you scratch the surface, this person's tender heart, because they are very tender-hearted. So if this is not an ex that's coming towards you and this is a new person, that's what their vibe is like. Kind of tough on the outside, but super soft on the inside. And they're actually someone who is an amazing listener. There's someone that truly is a hopeless romantic, which is like, but they just feel the need to come across as, they need to save face all the time. They never want to come across as like weak or soft or like someone that would lose at all. The thing that's ironic about this person's energy is, I wonder if some of you can, if you know, if you're just meeting this person and you can't see into their heart right away, they may come across, they may really rub you the wrong way. So like I said, if you can get past this exterior, you'll it's crazy that they do a good job of ruining their chances at love because of the way that they act, because the way that they act on the outside is so different from who they are on the inside. So I can't tell you one way or another whether you want to embrace this person or not. I just know that if you get past um them needing to be perfect and play it cool all the time and like be present themselves as perfect all the time, and when you get a glimpse of that softer side that they have, you know, if that's what you're looking for, it'll definitely make you more drawn to this person. It's so ironic, their energy, because they're very serious and they are looking for love. They're looking for the one. They're looking for someone that they can give their heart to, but they don't come across that way. Or they could just kind of rub you the wrong way with some of the things that they say to you and the way that they act. Because it is like a very alpha vibe, a very macho vibe. That's what this person's energy is like. But from what I can see, it's just a front that they put up. And I have to circle back around to those of you that broke up with this person or you're not together with this person, they're coming back and you really need to know their intentions towards you. Yes, it would be great if they just, you know, showed you that softer side that they have. That would be great, but I can see the way that they don't. That's why I'm telling you about the full story, Libra, so you know really what's going on with them as opposed to what they try to show you and what they try to hide, because this person wants to be back in a committed relationship, dedicated relationship with you. So you really do hold all the cards, but their attitude and the way that they carry themselves and the way that they can even be a bit cocky is all a front. So they can make you feel like they have more confidence than they actually do. So that's what I can see in this person's energy. Okay, that is who's coming towards you, Libra. I love you so much. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, let's see who is coming into your life. Let's see who is coming in next. So right away, I can see someone that wants to get back together with you. I just can't help but see it. The Five of Cups is coming through in this person's energy. Five of Cups, Five of Wands, even Ten of Cups is their overall energy. Cups, all these cups coming through shows me into this person's heart and the emotions that they still carry for you. So this is someone that is going to act one way, but something totally different is going on with this person. Let me explain this to you, because the Five of Swords is coming through in their energy. That is someone whose ego is easily bruised. So it's almost like they're coming back into your life and preparing for a rejection from you, Scorpio. But just know this, the last thing they want is to be rejected by you, because this person is still in love with you, and since losing you, they feel like they lost the love of their life, and it's just this overall overwhelming energy of being disappointed. So I can see the front that they put up, but then also like what's going on in their heart, what's going on in their mind. Because this person no, that's why they're coming back into the picture. So anyone that reaches out to you that you once had a relationship with or a connection with, please don't think it's just, oh, they're just checking in on me, it's casual. No, they're trying to feel you out, and what their intentions are is to get back together with you because they feel the sting of what it's like to lose you. They feel like they lost everything. And know that there's no one else in the picture. Even if they're with someone online in a picture, no, it's all about you. I just feel like this person, they like to save face. They care so much about appearances. They never want to be weak or vulnerable. So they can be overly cocky. It's just because their ego is easily bruised. You have this person wrapped around your finger. That's what you need to know. No matter what they try to show you, no matter the cockiness that they could show, I'm telling you their secret, and you have them wrapped around your finger because they can't stop thinking about you. They're in love with you, like I said, and the more it's just even these feelings grow for you more and more, and they go to bed thinking about you, they wake up thinking about you, and all throughout the day they're reminded of you. This person has it really bad for you. I can just see the way that they have that tougher outer exterior. And your reading is kind of similar to Libra's in some respects. So if you have Libra moon or rising, or you're thinking of a Libra, or you're on the cusp, I would definitely check out Libra's reading because it could be helpful for you. So when you have this person that's either an ex or someone that you once had a connection with come back into the picture, it is because they want to get back together with you. I think that they could even be kind of showy and bragging about their recent accomplishments. It's all to impress you, though. That's the thing about it. It's not to make you feel like you're less than. This person's intentions are to impress you. And then I need to circle back around to this Five of Wands energy because there is no other person in the picture, no matter how it comes across. It's not, they're not there. See, it's like no one can compare to you, so all of their focus and attention is centered on you and trying to get you back, because who can compare to you, Scorpio? Nobody. From this person's perspective, this is the biggest disappointment in love, not having you anymore. So some of you have an ex that is going to pop back up into the picture. They're going to present themselves one way, but I'm telling you the truth. Because no matter how cool they try to act or smooth or like, play it cool, nonchalant, there's butterflies in their stomach. They're nervous and they're chomping at the bit to see what your answer is going to be. Okay, so that's for some of you. I can see an ex approaching, an ex that is still deeply in love with you. Now, for others of you, let's see who is coming in. Or it could even be two different people for some of you Scorpios. Let's see if we can get more messages. So I can see Leos, Aries, and your own Scorpio energy coming through. You could end up, involved with another Scorpio or an Aries or a Leo. That could be who's coming towards you. Or maybe your own moon or rising signs, or there could be cross watchers here. This one, Scorpio, looks like they're bringing some baggage in. There's potential for them to bring baggage in. And, I'm not trying to turn you off from this person, but when you see the Eight of Swords, especially with the Three of Pentacles, it looks like they have a lot, like they come across as very like shy and even like timid even. There's definitely a lot of anxiety in this person's energy when it comes to taking a step forward with you. Don't think I'm saying you're doing something wrong. That looks like it comes from within. And the ways that It looks like they're not fully ready to be in a committed relationship because there's just so much worry and hesitancy about taking that next step. So this feels like it could be a challenging connection for some of you. Like if you're looking for someone that wants to take things to the next level, or you're looking for someone that is more outspoken or extroverted or forward, this person does not come across as someone that's forward. They come across as reserved and even shy and more introverted. So I wonder if any of you here feel like that's kind of an opposite from what you're normally drawn to. They could have recently even gotten out of a very serious connection, and they're still in this phase of healing from it. And that could be what their biggest hang up is. Like, I was in a relationship for a long time. This person could even be separated from a spouse, or they just had something that was either long term or just serious from their perspective. And since that's over, that's one of their hesitancies about moving forward, because they could have even been with someone for so long that could have even been like their one and only partner. Like they could have met them young and just been with this person, and like really only with this person, and had a lot of major milestones with just one person. Or even if that relationship was a long time ago, it just feels like they're still hesitant about moving forward. It just feels like they've gone through a lot of recent life's changes. Someone here could have even recently lost the patriarch of their family, tragically, sad. And that's what's preventing them from like fully being able to open up to someone in a romantic relationship. So obviously, if this person is coming towards you, it's someone that you're talking to, getting to know, and you feel drawn to them, Scorpio. So I don't want you to feel like you're doing something wrong. But this person does have certain hangups, for the reasons described to you from spirit. So that's why I feel there's a bit of a challenge that's here, because it doesn't look like they're ready to fully embrace a commitment, or like you can even get them to like it's if that's what you're looking for now when it comes to someone, you may not feel like this is the best match for you. But, for those of you that maybe are okay with that, as you get to know this person, it just feels like a connection that moves much slower. And if you're okay with that, because I don't want to sound like this person has faults necessarily, because I can understand if they've recently gotten out of something that was long term and maybe that's the only major relationship they ever had. I can see why they'd be hesitant to move forward. And if they've recently just suffered a major loss in their family, of course, they'd be hesitant about opening up their heart right now. Leo's energy has also come through, you guys. I mean, did I mention that? I think I did, but it's coming through again. So this could be a confirmation to someone that this is a Leo that's coming towards you. It just feels like this person is not very available. But that doesn't mean that I'm telling you to give up on them or to move forward. It just feels like with this person's energy, it's something that's going to move a lot slower than maybe you're used to. But there is a lot of potential here for happiness. It just feels like this person is bringing their own kind of baggage in. And I don't mean to sound insulting when I say that, but there's blocks around this person, and they need to be the one, Scorpio, that decides like when they're ready. So I'm telling you this so you don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? So you don't shift blame back onto yourself and say, well, maybe if I did this differently or that differently, they'd open up to me. I'm telling you that this person has to be the one that decides when they're ready to move forward, because they are very headstrong about that, and it doesn't feel like you could force this person into anything, because there's a sense of them needing to have that control. But then on a deeper level, I know that the Eight of Swords has a lot to do with this person telling themselves that they are in this place where they're stuck. So until they stop telling themselves that in their mind, that's the only way that it can translate into them actually moving forward. So, like I saw in the beginning of the reading, some of you have an ex that wants to reunite with you so badly. And that is going to come forward. And then the other person that I can see coming your way is more of a challenge, something that will progress much slower, but then also has so much potential for happiness. It's just a matter of this person kind of arriving to you in a broken state, Scorpio. You know, because it just looks like they've gone through a lot of changes recently. And they're just adapting to what those changes are. But the attraction with them is undeniable. And I think that even what could keep you drawn to this person is their beautiful heart, but moreover, like their outer beauty. But the sun is very deep because that's beauty that comes from within and just shines out. So I know that you're going to be very drawn and attracted to this person. You're going to feel like they just how else do I describe it? You're going to feel like the way that they just look is beautiful. So that's one thing that draws you to them. And then you see that they have a very beautiful and sensitive heart. But they're going through a process. Okay, Scorpio, that's what I can see going on. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And all right, my beautiful Sagittarius, let's see who is coming into your life. Wow, this is a person that is bringing a lot of stress relief into your life, especially with the 9 and 10 of swords. That says a lot about the way that you're going to feel you can open up to this person. You're going to feel like they're very easy to talk to. And indeed, you are going to talk to them about a lot of things that you've gone through, maybe even things that you have kept secret, even things that still bother you to this day, things that can keep you up at night, you know? You're going to talk about your difficult life experiences with this person, and it brings such a stress relief to you. But then I can just see you talk about anything and everything with them. So the two of you will definitely bond over the deep conversations that you have and the way that you just feel you can be so open and honest with this person. This person also looks like they are very successful. I mean, their overall vibe with the 6 of Wands shows me the way that they're very influential. So you may find that just like in their own life and in their inner circle, that people go to them for guidance and advice. People look up to them. People want to emulate this person. They're inspired by this person. So I feel like that's a beautiful thing. And you may find that you even get a lot of valuable advice from them, that you look up to them. But for some of you here, this person's influence could even be on a larger scale, where they have an audience. They could even be like a speaker. They could be someone that is like an influencer, online. They could have a following. Be in the public spotlight somehow. But I know that you feel like you have their undivided attention, because this is a person that is very detail oriented. Nothing gets past this person. And I think you're going to feel like you can even talk to them without saying a word, because they know how to read you so well. So I can see you really forming a close bond with this person. Like, obviously it's going to happen over time, but I feel like you'll click with them right away. And one of the things that you really bond to this person based on Sagittarius is how you just feel like they listen, they see me, and I can just open up and talk to them, and I can express things that I've been keeping inside for too long. So like I said, they bring so much stress relief into your life, which is beautiful. The Four of Pentacles, even the way that some of you have kept so much inside and even guarded your heart, kept your heart under lock and key, with this person, you're going to feel like you can unlock your heart and give it to them. It's because they're doing all of that with you. It's not like this is one-sided. You're going to talk to them and they're going to open up and express things to you, the same vibe, things that bother them, things that they've kept inside for the longest time. They feel just as safe with you to open up their heart and give their heart to you and express everything that's going on with them. And I think that they're going to feel like you completely see them in ways that other people don't. So I can see the two of you obviously being very drawn to each other. Even very drawn to each other as far as like your physical attraction. I can actually see you guys taking a lot of pictures together, which may not be something that you normally do, but it's like you want a keepsake. And I can see that you're going to take pictures together. And then when you guys are apart, I see you looking at each other's pictures over and over, and even like reading messages that you guys have sent back and forth. And some of you could even, like, the pictures that you take, you feel like they're so special, you actually like print them out. It seems like you're doing things with this person that you haven't done in a long time. And even the Ten of Swords coming through. This lets you know that this person's energy is bringing in, it's putting an end to a very difficult chapter in your love life. Through this person coming in, you're going to close out that difficult chapter, turn the page, and have a fresh start in your love life. And they're bringing that vibe to you. So you're going to let things come out and up to the surface. It's about what you'll actually speak. And that is going to be so healing for you. Because the pain of the past is finally going to be let in the past. And with this person, you're going to start a new chapter in your love life. I think you guys, even right away, will get a feel for what the other one really wants in love. You'll have major talks right away about what you see happening for yourself in the future. Do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids? You guys are going to talk about those things. That's one of the biggest things that will bond the two of you together, is the things that you talk about. And I see this working out for you. You know what? This person is not coming into your life to really bring any challenges. They bring an ease into your life. Through this person's energy, the challenges will be behind you. This is meant to be successful. This is a connection that you're meant to have, Sagittarius, because of what you'll be relieved of. And I think you're just going to love the way that this person pays such attention to detail and really gets to know you in ways that you feel like no one else ever has or took the time to do. I just feel like the bond is going to be very intense between the two of you. So that's who I can see coming into your life. Let's look further. I am curious to see what else Spirit shows us, Sagittarius. Let's see. Maybe for others of you, the person coming into your life. Wow, for others of you, you could have a Leo that's coming in, especially if this Leo is an ex. It could be your own moon or rising sign. Sagittarius, your energy is also showing up. So it could be Leo or Sagittarius, moon or rising, maybe an ex or cross watchers, or yeah, that's what it's like. And I'm talking about the ex because that Five of Cups is in reverse, and that is quintessential getting back together with someone. Their energy comes through as the sun in reverse. And then the Empress is in reverse as well, which is crazy that these are in reverse because this person really is marriage material, mother material, father material, someone that is absolutely gorgeous from the inside out. This person has a beautiful soul, a beautiful face. Like physically, this person is very, very beautiful and attractive. But for whatever reason, it feels like maybe they don't have the highest self-esteem, or maybe they're just in a place right now where they feel they're not at their best. Although when you look at this person, I don't think you're going to feel that way about them. So, obviously, if an ex is coming up, you don't have to embrace an ex coming back into the picture, but I know some of you will want to. So I feel like I'm reading for those of you that want to reconnect with an ex, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna not come back in or try to come back into your life. This person, it just feels like I'm not at my best right now. And you know what? I will say this. For some of you, this person could even be in a very unhappy relationship, which is interesting to me because it's like, well, if they're in a relationship, how are they coming back? So that's funny. But for some of them here, they are. They're in a place where they are with someone now and they're very unhappy. And maybe that's why they're looking for you, Sagittarius. Maybe that's why you guys cross paths again. Maybe that's why they're coming back. And it could be a combination for some of you here. So they could be in a place, they're in a relationship and they feel like they're not being treated the way they deserve. And that is something that maybe is making them lose touch with who they really are. And maybe even now this person is neglecting the things that they would normally take care of because they're in a place where they're not happy because of their circumstances. So lots of different messages. For some of you, it's an ex of yours that is in a relationship, an unhappy relationship now. And for others of you, it is an ex of yours, but they're just in a space where they're not happy with who they are. They just don't feel like they're themselves. But when you look at them, I think you're going to feel like this person is as beautiful and as perfect as you thought they were before. Because with the Seven of Cups coming through, I feel like between the two of you, when they re-enter, you're going to be thinking about each other. They're already thinking of you, and that's probably why they're coming back into your life, Sagittarius, because they've been thinking about you a lot lately. Reminded of you, even feeling like they saw you at certain places. And for you, Sagittarius, it feels like when this person comes back in, it feels like you want to embrace it. You're thinking about them too. Feelings are growing for them again. So this feels like it's such strong potential to rekindle an old flame. In the month ahead, you'll get that opportunity. And it feels like you choose to kind of start all over again. The Page of Pentacles really feels like it's starting at the ground level and seeing what could be between us. It's not exactly like a clean slate. It's just choosing to give a fair chance. And it feels like you two could end up back in a commitment again. So lots of messages. Some of you have potential to get back together with an ex, or maybe even someone that you felt you wanted a commitment from before and that just didn't fall into place. It feels like in the month ahead, there's so much potential to be with this person or to get back together with this person. Okay, Sagittarius, that's who else I can see coming in. I hope that you enjoyed the messages. I love you so much. All right, my beautiful Capricorns. Let's see who is coming into your life. Sagittarius's energy is here. I wonder if any of you are on the cusp of Sagittarius. It could be a Sagittarius coming your way, or maybe your own moon or rising signs. So this is someone that I can see you really falling in love with, having a very passionate romance with this person. The thing about their energy is they are very slow, like to move, like I don't want this to imply as though they're moving slowly because they're not sure about you. They move slowly because they are so serious. That Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in reverse shows me just into that energy, because this is a person that's like, I'm not looking for anything shallow. I'm not looking for anything fleeting. I'm not looking for no strings attached or just to have sex with someone. I am looking for someone that I can build with. We can let things happen organically. This person is very cautious. They're very stable. It's like a planner. It's like a person that even saves money and definitely is not spontaneous. They always look before they leap. So when they make an investment in anything, it is well researched. So it feels like this connection is going to move slower until it gets to a certain point. Let me explain that to you, because Cancer's energy is now coming through. So this is someone that's really going to want to get to know you, Capricorn. They're not going to want to engage in things physical and sexual right away. So know that that is this person respecting you and not a lack of interest. What they really want is a marriage, and they want to build that like on a solid foundation. So take the time and really get to know each other. This person is very giving and nurturing and loving. You know, for someone here, it could even be like a single father who uh takes care of his kids like all on his own. He's like the mom and the dad. Because it feels like even though this person's energy for some of you comes across as masculine, they also are very in touch with their feminine, like nurturing, giving side. So it could even be someone who's like a caretaker by trade and in the industry of taking care of people. Or it just has to do with the way that they're just naturally very nurturing and loving, and even has like skills that you might think a man wouldn't have, like certain feminine skills. It's like this person knows how to bake, this person knows how to sew, this person knows how to like even do their daughter's hair. That's for some of you, and it's a very beautiful energy. And since I pick up so much on someone who's a father, or maybe even a mother for some of you, but it feels like a father, depending on what you're looking for though. So maybe that's why they really want to take their time and get to know someone and build with them, because this person is very cautious, and I know that they won't want to just like randomly introduce someone to their children or their child. So that's for some of you here. And I know that they're looking for an equally grounded partner, because this person, their intellect and emotion is grounded, and they are stable, they are serious, they are successful. And you know, they've gotten where they are through strategy and careful planning. But don't think this person is like a prude. Don't think they're like afraid to like have fun, or they're just going to be like old and boring. No, because this is a person that is really a hopeless romantic. They are super romantic and will want to go on like really special dates, and they'll plan things. And you know, I think that's even why I keep picking up on the energy of someone that is a parent, because look at those kids in the background and the happiness. So for some of you, this could even result in a blended family. You may meet someone who's a match for you in that way, you know, has their own kids, or they have a child and you have one, and you can come together and create a very happy family together. It's like they're so grounded and they're well-rounded, because it's like they know how to have fun, but they also know when they need to be serious. So it feels like you're getting someone, Capricorn, that is like a true adult and is very mature. Hopefully you want someone that is bringing this kind of stability into your life, because I do feel like they know how to have fun, but they also know they just know when it's time to be serious. Like this person does things on time. Their bills are paid. Like they're very independent and financially stable. So like I said a moment ago, things are going to move slow with this person up into a certain point, because remember, they're going to want to feel you out, and sure, vice versa. And once they know that things are stable, remember what they really want. That is, this person is very marriage oriented, relationship oriented, family oriented, because I keep picking up on the vibe of children. So maybe it just has to do with them trying to find their partner, the one that they can actually have kids with. And once they feel like they found that, and remember, this is who's coming towards you, so they're going to feel like they found these things within you, then it's going to take off like a rocket. So it's like we're going to move slow and steady, and we're going to get to know each other. And once I feel like all the ducks are in a row, so to speak, then we're going to move fast. It's going to move slow to a certain point, and then all of a sudden, it feels like all of a sudden this person is either going to propose to you. So know the potential that's here. This is someone that I can see coming your way, that there's potential for you to have a family with this person, or to blend your families together, and to build a stable foundation, which will ultimately lead to a long-term relationship and marriage. Because I mean, it's just all around them. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is very honeymoon. It's very euphoric. It's a very blissful energy. So I know that this person is very happy-go-lucky. Like, they have a serious side, like I said, but they're also very optimistic and fun-loving and lively and energetic and kind and nurturing and loving. But then also, like, when it's time to handle business, they know how to do that, and they will do that. So this is someone who's going to take the time for you guys to get to know each other. Like I said, don't be surprised if they don't want to engage in certain activities, physical and sexual, right away, because they don't want to set that tone to you. They don't want to set that tone to you. And they also want you to know, like, that they're looking for something stable, consistent. So it almost feels like for some of you, this person is perfectly grounded. And it just feels like their intellect and emotion is in the right place, because they're not willing to rush into anything, and they're also not willing to settle. But then at the same time, they are available and they are open, and they are someone that is not afraid to express when they're in love with someone. So that's why I feel like you're really getting an adult person, a mature person. And once everything aligns, that's when you guys will take things to the next level. So if you meet someone and you feel like you really resonate with these messages, maybe you've already met them, then Spirit wants you to know the potential and where things could go, and maybe even give someone insight as to why certain things aren't happening. It's out of respect. It's out of wanting to build a foundation. But then if you haven't met this person yet, Capricorn, and they come into your life, I think that Spirit wants you to know where things could end up with them. You know, this is like long-term potential that's here. They have a lot of love to give. And it feels like this person is just waiting for their true partner to come into their life so they can open up and just express so much and give so much. I just feel like they bring so much, this person just brings so much positive energy. They'll bring positive energy into your life. They're not bringing any kind of baggage or instability. They're not. And I hope that I'm illustrating to you, even though I can see how cautious they are and how they always look before they leap, None of that is meant to come across as, like it's going to come between the two of you. Maybe some of you here hear that and you feel relieved, especially if maybe you know that there's certain things that you're not the most punctual about, or certain things that you let fall through the cracks. This person is very responsible and can even, teach you certain things that could be very valuable for you. Not in a parent-child kind of way, but like in a loving way. All right. Because for some of you, with the way that I can see, this person is masculine, yet they know like a lot of feminine things. I think that's something that you're going to find interesting about them. I think you're going to think that it's kind of like a quirk, and it's something that I feel you will enjoy, like even making a joke like, oh, he knows how to sew better than me, or like he knows how to bake better than me. Maybe even this person was raised around a lot of women, and that's why they're so in touch with their feminine side and have certain skills. They could have even been raised by a single parent, because I just can pick up on that vibe. So since I keep picking up on the vibes of family is of the utmost importance to this person. They are very family and monogamy oriented. Okay, Capricorn. And for someone here, I have to say that this person is African American. Like, because if you're wondering, because I keep seeing them and I keep seeing like an African American man. So for whoever is wondering about this person's looks or like ethnicity or whatever, I can see this person being black. And that's what you need to know. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Okay, my beautiful Aquarius, let's see who is coming into your life. So I can see Scorpio's energy here. Is this a Scorpio that you know already, Aquarius? For some of you, it could be. For others of you, it could be new. Moon or rising signs, Aquarius, or maybe cross watchers watching your reading. So it feels like there's a lot of push and pull. I will tell you that it doesn't look like it's a connection that just like transitions from one phase to the next so smoothly. There's hiccups, because look at the overall energy. It's the 9 of Wands and then the 10 of Swords. So it just feels like you may feel with this person, it's like start and stop, or it's like push and pull, or even with certain things, it could feel like it's frustrating for you. And I don't say that to turn you off from this person, but for whatever reason, there's like an overwhelming amount of blockages here to tell you about. So I think, you need to know what you're kind of getting yourself into when it comes to them. But then you see these 2 10s coming through as well. So I know that ultimately it gets to a point where things will move forward. But it just feels like this person brings the energy of challenges towards you. That's why I know some of you already have a history with them. But for others of you, if this is a new person that's coming into your life, it just feels like you could be opening the door to experience things that you haven't before, as far as difficulties and blockages. Because I wonder if any of you here feel like your love life's been pretty smooth. It just feels like this person brings challenges. Now, I don't want to tell you not to be with them, but they are bringing in challenges. But if you feel like you don't want a challenging connection and you feel like you're ready to love and you are available, I think that's where things can kind of hit a wall with this person, because you're going to find at times with them they kind of stonewall. Or you may want them to make a decision, like, are we going left, are we going right? And this person just like leaves you in limbo. So there are challenges there. Just know what you want, Aquarius, as this person comes into your life. You know, have a clear idea of what you're looking for and what your boundaries are. Because if something that you're looking for is someone that's ready to be in a committed relationship, that's not how this person comes across. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, especially the Two of Wands, they can be very indecisive at times. And even that's why I talk about it being like pulling teeth, because that Nine of Wands is like stuck, stuck, stuck. So if you are in a space where you're ready, you're looking for love, and you want someone who's in that same vibe, this looks like a challenging connection for you, and one that you may choose not to embrace. But even if you still choose to embrace it, there's difficulties. Like, it's just, it feels like there's something frustrating about it. Because you may want this person to do things and go places, you know, as far as milestones that they're not ready to, or like you feel like you have to force them into everything. And the Death card is coming through. That's why I talk about, for some of you, it could be a completely new experience, especially if if you normally get what you want and your love life is smooth. This person feels like they bring a different vibe as far as challenges your way. So when I look at like the full potential of the connection, I know eventually this person will kind of get out of their own way. And you may even be someone who helps them release a lot of what they've been holding on to. But then don't forget about yourself, Aquarius, and the way that, you know, you'll bear the brunt of a lot of things. So this connection just looks like it's so challenging. Some of you, this is spirit, you know, you already know who this person is. And if you feel like it's already been that way with this person, I feel like these messages are coming through to you to let you know that that pattern could continue. But then if you're still like dead set on sticking it out with them, it's also a message of hope for you about this connection, that eventually this person is going to release what's holding them back. So this could be a promising message for some of you here, letting you know that you're not holding on in vain, even though it's difficult. Things will move forward with this person. But for others of you, you know, you may be ready for an easy, smooth connection and ready to fully embrace a monogamous relationship or a commitment. It just looks like if you choose this person, there's a lot of hangups that are there. So, you know, you'll do what you feel is best for you. I feel like the best way to approach this, though, is to come into it knowing what your boundaries are and not waver on that. That's what I can see. Okay, Aquarius? So that's one person that we're going to touch on. But I want to look further and see who else is coming into your life. Oh, for some of you, again, you have someone that's going to return. For some of you, not all of you, though. But I wonder if any of you have been thinking about someone that you were involved with at one point in time coming back in. That's who I can see coming towards you. For some of you, you have an ex or someone that you had a previous connection with. They're coming back into the picture, but it looks like they're involved with someone else right now. But there's just such a strong presence here of, okay, they're coming back, but why do they feel so connected to someone else? Why does it feel like this person is not single? So I feel like that's specifically for those of you that have someone coming back into the picture. I have to give you a heads up from spirit that it looks like they have attachments. It doesn't look like they're fully single when they come to you. So maybe something is on the rocks. The relationship that they're in now is on the rocks, or it's not fully severed ties and it's still kind of lingering there. But it just feels like someone from the past that's coming back into the picture has an attachment to someone else. For others of you, the Three of Wands is this person's overall energy. It feels like they are in more of an entitled vibe where they feel like certain things are just supposed to come to them. I say that even because the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles is coming through. The Empress even. You may get a person that's kind of like entitled. This entitled person is coming your way, or maybe even someone that has just been coddled and taken care of their whole life. Could be someone that's like a single child and their parents just doted on them. They're like the little princess or the prince. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I just think this person is used to getting everything that they want, and they're used to being put up on a pedestal. So if you don't align with that, I can just see the way that this person feels like things are just supposed to come to them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm not saying that. It just looks like they haven't been taught to do things on their own. It looks like they haven't learned like to have a true sense of independence. So they could even be someone, like I said, that is an only child or very coddled, or maybe even someone that just has led a very pampered lifestyle. Because this person looks like they definitely have wealth and they definitely enjoy the finer things in life. I mean, that's for sure with the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. This person has a taste for the finer things. Even in like their home decor, even in like the finest linens, like they wear very fine clothes, very expensive clothes, designer clothes. You may be a catalyst for this person, Aquarius, to bring them outside of their comfort zone as far as needing to learn how to do things on their own, because it just feels like this person is so used to being taken care of. So maybe even for some of you here, it could be someone that gets paid alimony even, because the Empress is coming through. So maybe that's why I pick up on the energy of an attachment, because maybe like they're attached to their ex because they get paid alimony and they need to still be in communication with that person. Or it could even have to do with like a parent that they're still attached to so much because of the way that that parent takes care of things for them financially, certain things for them financially. I don't think they're a bad person though. That's the thing about it. I think they're very bubbly. I think they're very energetic. I think that they have a generous side. It just feels like this person's growth was stunted because of the way that they have been so taken care of. It feels like they've never really had to have responsibilities. So like I said, that doesn't mean that they're a bad person, but it doesn't look like they are very grounded, and it doesn't look like they have a whole lot of life experiences. Like this Empress is up on a pedestal. And especially the Nine of Cups, I mean, that's the energy of someone that is just used to being the center of attention, used to being taken care of, and is just used to it and comfortable with that and satisfied with that. I can tap into all different energies where maybe this person is like wealthier. And maybe even for some of you, it's just like a stereotypical role that they want to play and that they want you to play. Because for some of you here, if this person's energy is masculine coming towards you, it feels like they could even be in the stereotypical energy of what my woman should do or what my future wife should be. It's like a very stereotypical vibe. Some of you may want to play a certain role and you want them to play a certain role, but if this is like a man coming towards you, he may want you to play like that feminine role where you do like the feminine things. You cook, you clean, he takes care of you. That's what it's like. And kind of like just be there for him, like kind of at his beck and call. Because there is a real sense of entitlement. For some of you, you could be attracting a man towards you that has a very dogmatic point of view of what his woman should be like. But the thing about it is, like, it's not as though there's bad things to tell you about per se. And it's not like there's a sense of like controlling energy. This person may just be very traditional, and if you are not a traditional person, then you can butt heads there. Or maybe this person just grew up this way, like in a very traditional sense, especially if this person is wealthier the way that I can see. It's just like they have a different set of values and expectations that some of you might have. But I just keep picking up on a vibe of it feels like we're at opposite ends with certain things. So I know that with this person and meeting this person, dealing with this person, you may feel like you have different experiences in life. You come from different places and you grew up totally different. Were raised completely different. For some of you, this is an ex and you already know who this person is. But for others of you, I feel like I can just see attachments around this person. All right, Aquarius. So definitely a very interesting reading. Not what I expected to see, but that's what Spirit is showing me. That is who's coming towards you. Okay, I send you much love and light. Okay, Pisces, who is coming into your life? Let's see what your messages are. Wow. All major arcana. So this is a big connection that's getting ready to come in because the major arcana shows like a main pathway in your life that you could take. So it's a person that's bringing significant experiences your way. Sagittarius, Libra, and Virgo's energy has all come through. This could be who's coming towards you, or maybe those are your own moon or rising signs, or there could even be cross watchers here. The person's overall energy coming your way is the Eight of Swords. I think that they have a tendency to really read into things. They have a tendency to kind of be a worrier. You know, someone who's like a worry wart. Do you know that expression, Pisces? They just have a lot of anxiety coming through in their energy. So it could be someone that is just like very anxious when it comes to love and taking a step forward and opening up, thinking a lot about experiences that were difficult. And this person, from their point of view, they've gone through a lot of things that they didn't deserve to go through. So there is like a victimized mentality that this person has, but I'm not saying anything bad about them because of it. I'm just telling you about these hangups and the blockages around this person in case, you encounter this with them. So you know that there could be things that they're going through personally, so you don't blame yourself for that. Because the Eight of Swords, I feel like it's controversial when I say this, because this person puts themselves in this place of worry. And I don't mean to gaslight their experiences, but they're in this mindset of overthinking things and being anxious. And it feels like they're kind of driving themselves crazy where they don't really need to. It's like an excessive amount of wondering about what could go wrong, and they don't really see that it's that mindset. So, you have someone that I know when you look at this person, you envision having so much with them. I think you look at them and you feel like they could really be uh, it's like that potential for them to be marriage material. So I know you look at them and feel like they have so many good qualities that far outweigh their tendency to worry or their tendency to be nervous or anxious about things. So you may just have things move a little slower with this person, and that might even be the best thing to do. I think that you're absolutely meant to have something with them. I can just see where it's not something that has the smoothest path to get it started. It looks like the kind of vibe that this person is bringing in, you may feel like there's mixed messages from them. And I feel like what keeps you holding on is you feel like there's potential. So there's a lot of things that I feel you're willing to overlook when it comes to this person. There's going to be an undeniable attraction that you feel for them. I mean, it's like so much chemistry, being very physically and sexually attracted to this person, drawn to them like a magnet. So the two of you are going to have incredible chemistry with each other. And I feel like in those moments of chemistry, that's when you feel you can picture a future with them and you feel like there's so much potential. But then, like, when it's all said and done, this person sinks into this place of feeling worried and pulling back. So that's why I know you're going to feel at times like they send you mixed messages. And I'm not trying to deter you from the connection, because there's absolutely something major that's meant to happen with you and this person. And if you choose to embrace it, you're not going to feel like you're on the wrong path. You're going to feel like you're on the right path. It's just like this person needs a little bit more like TLC. Because I know you'll feel there's times when they really open up to you, and you'll feel like there's times where we make progress and then we take a step back. So since the Hermit energy is coming through, I know that they're like going through a transition, and they're in the midst of growing and blossoming spiritually, and even as far as life and their emotional intelligence. I know you look at them and feel like there's a lot of potential, and indeed there is. This person just kind of has to go through their own process. Because it just looks like with all of this anxiety and worry, there's things that they're still processing, particularly the way that they feel. They've gone through a lot of things in life that have been unfair. So they are just like a work in progress. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's a difficult path though. Don't think that you're gonna just hit the ground running with this person and it's gonna like go full steam ahead without any obstacles in the way. No, it doesn't look like that. I think that when you meet this person, you're gonna feel the destiny between the two of you. You're going to feel like there's something that's meant to be, and you'll see it move forward and slide back and move forward and slide back. But I will tell you that even though it's not fair, and even though at times you'll feel like it's difficult, this person they're just like a work in progress. And I feel for them in a sense because of how anxious they feel about trusting. So they really do a good job of sabotaging things for their self. It's like this person has negative and unjust experiences from the past that they really need to let themselves process before they can move forward. But it almost feels like when you meet this person, Pisces, you're automatically like all in, and I don't see you wanting to give up on them. And even though they move forward and back, I don't think you're going to let that push you away. I think that you may even, because you're so attracted and drawn to this person, I think that you're going to want to be the shoulder that they cry on and the one that they turn to, the one that they lean on. So you're getting someone that is, it's like they're so beautiful from your point of view in your eyes. They're so attractive, and that's a big part of what keeps you there, is just this magnetic pull that you feel towards them. But there are a lot of ways that this person is broken. There's a lot of ways that they need healing, and they're in the midst of going through a growth cycle. That's the best way to put it to you. And when they come out on the other side of it, they're going to emerge as a butterfly. It's just like you're catching this person, Pisces, at a difficult time in their life. And, I have to be careful with what I say, because I'm not trying to turn you against this person or to imply that they're just like a huge problem that they're going to bring into your life. No, I empathize with them because I can see what they hold on to. I can see their fears and anxieties. I can see what they feel they've gone through and how that impacts them as far as being able to open up. But they want to, and they do slowly. And all the inner work that they're doing. And then I can also see the ways that when you catch that glimmer of this person opening up and how drawn and attracted to them you feel, that's when you see that there's a lot of potential with them. And that's when you look at them in the light of, they could be an amazing partner for me. I want them to be the mother or father of my kids. So some of you are natural healers. Some of you are natural providers. And maybe that's why you're so drawn to a person that comes across as like broken in some ways. Because you could be in that energy, Pisces, of the person that likes to take care of those around you. And this is a person that definitely needs TLC. So it's like that's one of the reasons why you're drawn to them, attracted to them. I think that if you choose to embrace this connection, you just have to make sure that you are in touch with your own boundaries and that you're not getting yourself into anything that slips into codependent or unhealthy. And to know like when to take a step back if you feel like it's getting to that place. But when you see all major arcana come through in the spread, it lets me know that there's definitely divine timing at play. There's definitely destiny at play. And this is a person that you're meant to have experiences with. And so don't be surprised if it's difficult for you to release them. Even though I could sit here and tell you, oh, watch out for this and that, have your own boundaries. But when you see all major arcana, it's like something that's destined to happen, destined to experience. So you could even be someone, like I said, being in the energy of a provider, a helper, someone that is there for this person as they go through this difficult process in life. It just feels like they're going through so much. So I don't know how that makes you feel. I wish I could tell you that I saw a person that's like completely fearless and had nothing but positive life experiences. But that's not reality. This person has gone through a lot in life, and they're carrying it around with them, and they're processing it, and they're healing through it. But I think you look at them and you absolutely respect them. I think you look at them and you don't feel like you see a bunch of flaws. I think you're very drawn to this person, attracted to this person, and you feel like they're very deep and emotional and intelligent. And I think you empathize with them and you feel for what they've experienced, because even though I see like the blockages around them, it doesn't push you away and it doesn't turn you off from them. So you're getting a very sensitive soul. You're getting a person that is actually an old soul, because they have gone through a lot in life, and they've gone through particular challenges that lets me know that they are an old soul. Okay, you guys, that's who I can see coming towards you. Okay, Pisces, I hope that you enjoyed the reading. That's who I can see coming into your life. I send you much love and light. All right, my beautiful Aries. Who is coming into your life? So I see Leo's energy. Is anyone cross-watching as Leos? It could be who's coming in Aries, a Leo coming towards you, or your own moon or rising signs. The Nine of Pentacles is this person's overall energy, and that says a lot about how they're very strong and grounded. This is a person that's very independent, and I think they cherish their independence. It's a person who is completely comfortable with who they are. A person that is happy being single and not like looking to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. It's someone who comes across as very healthy in a lot of ways, like physically very healthy, mentally and emotionally very healthy, spiritually very healthy. It looks like this person does a really good job of providing for themselves. Like everything that they need, they can get that on their own. Super, super independent. And this person's life looks like it's very fruitful and fulfilled. So you're getting a person that's in a very grounded and content energy, and someone who is very happy and healthy. That's like what their overall vibe is like. The grounded energy that this person brings is what strikes me the most. This person doesn't have time for anything that's shallow or fleeting. It looks like they're a person that is very deep in a lot of ways. They're not afraid to apologize, and they're not afraid to accept an apology. This is a person who's so secure in who they are that they don't need to live their life trying to impress anyone. They do not care what others think of them, and that shows me how grounded and independent they are. They get a lot of attention wherever they go, because I mean, they really are the complete and total package. So I know you're going to be very impressed by them, very drawn to them. They do get a lot of attention wherever they go, but it's not someone who necessarily even needs anyone else's attention. Even though they get people trying to DM them and all that, like they leave it unanswered. Like they're not looking for anything that is shallow. They're looking for something that has depth to it and something that's very serious. I just know how much they treasure and value their independence, and will probably want a partner who's in that same mindset and energy. I think this person is even an animal lover and probably has a couple different pets. It's a person who definitely loves nature, is in tune with nature and animals, and loves being outdoors. They could even enjoy like gardening and things like that. Just like they love to be out in nature as much as possible. So whether that's gardening or they just want to stroll through a park or they just like want to go sightseeing, this is a very outdoorsy person. I think they just feel more content when they're out in nature. And maybe that's why they come across as so grounded, because I feel like they definitely have a good work life balance. It feels like this person comes across as their best self right now, and they're in a state where they're content with or without a partnership. And I feel like that's a very positive trait. The Seven of Pentacles coming through in reverse. I mean, this just shows you the way that if they want something, they're going to get it on their own. See, you're getting a person that is so fulfilled as an individual that they're not looking to someone to make them happy. They're not looking to someone to make them feel fulfilled. So you're not going to have any like toxicity that this person brings to the table. You're not going to have any like codependency that this person brings to the table. I feel like you're getting an outstanding individual here, Aries. They're very wise in a sense, and they do come across as an old soul, with the way that they know fulfillment comes from within and how they're not going to settle. And they don't just need attention just for the sake of getting attention. And the way that they do come across even as so humble. Super, super positive. So I feel like the best way to approach a person like this, or like maybe even a part of their love language, has to do a lot with the conversations you will have, the emotional intelligence that you display. It doesn't have a lot to do with complimenting this person or like really coming on strong, or sending a lot of messages and things like that. Don't think I'm implying you guys would do that, but I can just see like their turn-ons and their turn-offs, and I feel like I'm reading a lot into their love language. I think this person doesn't even really like to talk a lot over the phone or text a lot. I feel like they prefer to have their conversations face to face. So they'll want to spend as much time with you and bond with you face to face as they can. So I highly doubt this is someone that you'll meet online. I feel like this is someone that you could even meet while you're out and about. And even with the way that they love to be so much in nature, you could meet this person when you're like at the lake or when you're by the water, or maybe even if you're an outdoorsy person yourself, you could meet them while you're on a hike. For someone here, they're even going to meet this person at like a vineyard. That's what I can see. So you need to know that the vineyard is coming through in the reading. Or even like if you're just out and about, like you're going on a walk, or you're, strolling around the park, or maybe you could even be out walking your dog, because I know this person is an animal lover as well, and the two of you could meet while you're both taking your dogs out for a walk. Okay, you guys, that's what I can see coming through. So I don't know why, but the message is emphasized over and over again about this person's independence. So I wonder, like, is this being told to you, Aries, because you're in that same exact energy and you are looking for love, but you're not gonna just settle for anything? And especially if you're in the space of what I described about this person, you stand on your own 2 feet, you take care of yourself, you provide for yourself, and you know that your happiness and fulfillment comes from within. If that's the case and you feel like I'm describing you in the reading, I'm not describing you. I'm describing someone who could even be like your perfect match, someone who's just like you in so many ways. So you guys will really align as far as your beliefs, as far as your philosophies, and even as far as your goals for love. Okay, so that's what I can see going on. That is who's coming towards you. I hope that you enjoyed the messages from Spirit. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video. I love you guys so much. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.